My name is John Hamill. I'm the operator of Hamill Farms Limited, and I recently started a business with my wife, my two sons, and of course Joe's wife Dee. And that business is Shed Malting. And right now we're in the red shed. We're inside the red shed, and this shed was originally built for cold storage room for all of our equipment for the farm. And when this malt business idea came up, it kind of took over the shed, and a lot of it has become the malting plant. So I've lost a little bit of shed, but we've gained in other areas too. So my grandpa came over here in 1929 with his family. He was established on a quarter section of land where they started to farm. And that was the beginning of it all.
John and I have really been fortunate to start this business with Joe and Matt and Daylin. It's been really rewarding for us to work with them. They've really impressed us with how smart they are and how they handle pressure and all the different aspects of getting the whole business going. It's been pretty exciting to be working with them. I think we can offer brewers in Alberta the opportunity to brew a beer that's 100% Alberta beer. By growing the barley on the farm, it's totally traceable, it's local. And then by malting it, they can buy their specialty malt from us instead of buying it from the UK or the States. It's 100% local, and we think that's something that consumers are really looking for today, and that's definitely something that wasn't possible before Shed came along.
So my name is Daylin Hamill. I'm with marketing at Shed Malting, and we're just sitting in the lab here where we do all the specifications for our malt here. So the benefit that Shed Malting provides to brewers is that we provide a local, sustainable, traceable product. So it's traceable back to the farmer and the field that it was grown on, and the local food movement is all the rage right now, and people are wanting to know where their food comes from, and we can provide that for the beer if they know where the malt is coming from.
Basically what we're doing is we take our raw barley, we bring it into the plant, we steep it for about 48 hours, get the moisture up to 44%, then we can transfer it into our germination kiln box. Here we are germinating the grain, getting that aspire to grow. Once we reach our desired level of modification, we can switch to the kilning process. And here we start to dry down the kernels, halt the modification, and we can achieve all our color and flavors at this time. And after that, you essentially have a base malt that we can sell to breweries and make craft beer with.
Saw that there was a huge opportunity with the booming craft beer industry in Alberta. Olds College was doing their brewmasters program, and the liquor laws were changed so that it made it a lot easier to open up a new brewery in Alberta. And we realized that some of these new breweries are going to need some support industries, and customers are going to be caring about the ingredients that are going into those beers, and that's where we fit in. Soon we'll be coming out with Vienna and Munich malts. It's a highly kilned malt, so it's not finished in our roaster here. It's finished in the germ kiln rooms. So it's still going to be a malt that gives you lots of body to the beers, a little bit more of the malty flavor, but it's not going to have quite as intense aromas as some of the stuff that's finished in the drum roaster.
So the main difference between our products right now, especially in Alberta, is that we have specialty malts, and we're roasting them in the province, where the brewers right now are importing them from the United States or Europe. Right now we have 3 different base malts. We have a Newdale base malt, a Synergy base malt, and a Bentley base malt. So these are all the same specs, just different barley varieties. So in the future, definitely hoping to get some crystal malts into our lineup. and then hopefully expand our process so we can provide some of our base malts to more of the breweries out there, and even bring in some different grains, maybe some rye, triticale for some distilleries perhaps, and oats. Guess it depends what the brewers are demanding at the time. I'm standing in front of our 2-barrel brew system. Our idea here is that we want to invite brewers in to try our malts out, develop recipes. You don't have to take down your big system offline to try a new recipe out. You can come here, use our system, and see if you like our malts, and hopefully scale them up from there.
I think that we're set up in a really awesome location for this industry because some of the best barley in the world is grown in our backyards here. So it makes sense to have the malting happening where this is, and that's why there's big giant malt plants here as well that make great base malts. But it's also why we set up here. It's so we can use some Alberta malts, Alberta barley, to turn into specialty malts and sell it to the booming craft beer market that's emerging in Alberta.
So Red Shed brings to Alberta the full connection between the farmer and the brewer. So you get the maltster in the middle there. And when you do that, you get the passion that the farmer goes when they're growing the barley, and you get the passion from the maltster when they're malting that barley. And then at the end, you get the brewer taking that passion and making a truly great craft beer.
When Joe's malting in the malt plant and you come in and you smell it, it just smells so fresh, and it's, when that grain is sprouting, it's just like almost like fresh cut grass. It's just smells so good. And then when he's roasting the malt, it's like fresh bread in the oven.
I think the consumer is looking for a beer that is locally grown, and it's traceable back to the farm. They want to have that relationship with their beer that brings them back to the farmer. I would hope that Red Shed Malting can grow and expand and require new sources of barley from the Alberta farmers, and so that will give the Alberta farmer another outlet for their malt barley. And okay, that's it. Yeah.